A day later. A little beeping comes on the console. Are you guys proceeding in the same direction, or are you just kind of drifting?
Not making as strong of a headway there, more or less of a drift. No real point in burning fuel right now, and I don't want to be pissing off anyone else.
Fair enough. All right. A light is blinking if you wish to activate it.
Yep.
All right. Well, the lights here have been all freaked out by that electrical storm. Apparently there's a ship in there that went missing. I don't know. Maybe you could just respond. There should be a public call box somewhere in the vicinity of that electrical storm saying, I don't know, you check it out. End message.
Yeah, let's see what Thor or Odin or whoever's got in store for us here, and let's make a move out in that direction and try and keep low enough profile, not speeding towards there, just meandering.
Okay. Oh God.
Broken up.
Can't. Jonathan, I'm sorry, man. Can't hear a word. Jonathan, just switch to broadcast voice only. See if that helps you out. All right. Brian's laptop froze on him, so that's what happened with that.
What were we saying, Jonathan?
Any better?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Much better.
Yay!
All right, Jonathan. We're about to go into an electrical storm. Think you can work us up a prayer or something like that? Cause I don't know what all we can do about this. You know, right? That's where we're going, right, Kevin?
That's what I'm planning right now, and see if we can't find a distress. See if we can't find something. If we can pull out whoever in there, maybe we can make a little bit of a trade.
All right.
Yeah, well, I'll certainly try to help us.
Just say
make
a prayer.
Forseti help us.
Yeah, Forseti.
Forseti, I know you're not the god of electricity and such things, but maybe, just maybe, you can make contact with one of your sisters or brothers who are the god or goddess of those things, and maybe ask them to help you, to help us, and make sure that we will get through this storm, and also help those who have gotten lost in the storm.
All right. So
Good enough.
you guys start making your way there, and sure enough, after a few days have passed, you pick up something on your sensor array, and it is basically a little box with a few antennas out there. You've seen these before. You've heard from them before. They basically broadcast coordinates, a brief message, and and such real quick. Real quick brief message. Okay, and this message basically says, attention all passing vessels. A Alliance vessel has gone missing at these coordinates. Coordinates seem to be around where the electrical storm has been. Any help you can offer on this will be greatly appreciated. And it just repeats that over and over and over.
So we don't even really necessarily know what we're looking for in terms of size of the ship or anything like that. Any schematics with it or anything?
You would think it would be a large Alliance cruiser, fairly slow moving but heavily armed ship. So
Captain.
Yeah, basically because those are very populous and very expensive ships, and they wouldn't do this for just a small scout ship.
Hey, Captain. So on a scale of 1 to jackpot, how jackpot is this jackpot?
Well, it depends if we walk out of here or not. If we can get the Alliance to know us a favor, we can get the heat off of us for right now. I'm still not entirely sure on it, but to be honest, there's no real harm right now. At least I hope not in looking. So let's take a quick glance in at the minimum and see what we're getting ourselves into. Worst comes to worst, we'll try and find ourselves another solution, but we'll take the hits as they present themselves. Let's see what we got.
All right, so you guys decide to go into the electrical storm.
Correct.
Yeah. Is there any kind of prep work that I could do, or that Brian's character could do?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's fair. We're a big steel box, so you know it is what it is. So
Put on my rubber shoes.
yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna ground the plane. Let's find an asteroid.
All right, so you guys prepare to enter this electrical storm. As you do, the ship is engulfed in its purplish, greenish hue, and the song is really loud, at least to me.
I can't hear it at all.
No.
Really?
There's music? Oh, I hear it now.
I still can't.
Yep, and mine's maxed out.
Okay.
That's volume.
Now it's maxed out. Mine maxed out. Was maxed out before with a double shift.
I just had to raise my volume
Yeah.
of my laptop.
Yeah, so guys, just raise your volume if you want, but I'll increase it a little bit.
There we go.
Better?
All right. Yeah, yep, we're good. I'm good at least.
Okay.
I think.
You are engulfed in its purplish greenish hue. Lightning storms are abound. Your sensors are complete fuzz, except for a hulking mass in the distance there. A round mass, like approximately 1 to 2 miles in diameter.
Wow.
Permission to kill it. Fire.
No, I mean that's just on a visual. Are we looking at a metallic thing? I know you're saying a mass. Is this
The
is this
sensors
ship
don't
like
know. There's a lot of metal content in it for sure.
All right, let's kind of approach a little slow and carefully, easy.
Okay. Your pilot's able to do just that with ease. This electrical storm at the moment is very calm. It's not so turbulent as you would expect. Not a lot of solar winds in effect here on the inside of this gigantic electrical storm. However, as you're floating by, you see debris. A lot of debris. Your
Anything we can
sensor array.
salvage, or-
Your sensor array classifies it as Alliance.
All right.
Did this just become a rescue op, sir?
Yeah, I'm thinking. The debris. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I've got a picture of it. Can we see visually what that mass
Yes.
is?
You're familiar with Alliance cruises. Basically, they look like 3 city skyscrapers stuck together, right? On an asteroid, kind of. One of these skyscrapers, in quotations, is floating freely. It looks like the ship has been broken in half somehow. And on the sensor arrays, not giving you any power at all.
Can we sense anyone on board?
The sensors are too out of whack for that.
We got no way to even really haul this. How much closer can you get us to this thing? Is there lighting? Is there anything that we could see visually that might show?
We got spotlights.
Yeah, I want the best look at this thing, get an idea as to what might have happened.
we could probably fire up our spotlights, and then I mean, I don't know, make yourself known. I mean, it's tough because of the interference and the noise here, but
you also the ship does have very thick deck glass for you to get a human visual on things.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been hoping for, is to actually see with our eyes what we're looking at. Yeah, keep getting us closer. If we got to dock with the thing, we got to dock with the thing. If there's two pieces of it, if there's two halves, we just like our best chance. Keep the sensors up on full. See if we can pick up any type of life, anything at all.
Torgny, you get an extremely, I don't know if, it's not Forseti at all. It's very electrical nature here. You just don't feel welcome, you yourself.
So, okay, is the ship scattered apart, or is it still intact with no lights?
Here's the deal. There's a big object, a mass, that's 1 to 2 diameters in space that you guys are approaching. On your way, you saw some debris, which was an Alliance part of what you think is an Alliance cruiser. But your sensors are reading something on the big mass that I was whispering you to about.
What are they saying?
What?
What are the sensors saying?
That there's something. I'm just telling you so you can roleplay and relay, basically. Metagaming it. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so... Alright, boss. I'm seeing some signs of an Alliance cruiser right here, and that's for Matt. I'm seeing signs of some Alliance cruiser shrapnel and remains, and I'm thinking this giant ass thing out there is not too friendly. I'm not really getting too many more readings on what it is, but I'd kind of like to stay away from it if possible.
Yeah. The debris of, well, that debris from the Alliance cruiser. I mean, you said that thing was snapped in half. Is that what you're getting? That you don't want to get closer to? Is this cruiser, or?
I don't want to get closer to that thing that's 2 miles wide out there. That mass. I don't know.
Gotcha. Do we see the cruiser?
I don't know what the fuck that means, man. I'm sorry, man. I don't speak this language. I'm sorry.
Devitt, you're getting a reading on the sensor that there's a metallic object on the mass over there, and that metallic object is reading Alliance.
Gotcha. Okay, so the mass itself could be like an asteroid or something like that, or
it's too spherical to be an asteroid, you think? It looks like in fact, you don't even see it. Like, the visual, when you bring up your external cameras, there is nothing there at all. And, in fact, you can't see anything on the external without lights, because, for some reason, the purpley haze and lightning that was surrounding you is no longer there, but you still get that feeling of electricity. Just, there's no light being shown.
So the shrapnel and remnants that we're moving through right now, are they the same ship that's on the mass? The spherical mass?
No, it's much smaller. It seems to be a smaller ship that departed from this Alliance cruiser.
Oh, okay. Okay, alright, boss. I'm picking up an Alliance paying off of that giant sphere out there. I'm thinking that might be where the survivors are. If there are any survivors, there's a good chance that they left this ship that we're currently drifting through behind, and they're kind of hanging out there.
So we got one of two options in front of us. We say to hell with us all, we leave, and we get tracked down constantly by the Alliance and have them on our our back forever, or we see if we can't do them a favor and get in on this. Now, everybody's in agreement that nobody wants to get near this thing, right?
I don't really want to get near it, but to recover it, we're gonna have to get a little close. What's everyone else think?
Get some scraps.
Sorry, I didn't hear you there. Music over that. Scott, what did you say?
Get some like scraps from the wreckage.
Yeah, I think our goal right now is to see any survivors that may be on there.
Drifting through the wreckage or on the mass that's supposedly there. Via your gravity ratings, your readings.
So, is there pieces of the ship that are like large intact pieces that are floating around this thing, or
you found one that you passed through, kind of in pieces, but your sensor array pointed out this round spherical object around 1 to 2 miles in diameter, right. And Devitt saw an Alliance ship that landed, a smaller ship, possibly. You don't know what type of class because you're still kind of far away from it. A little bit closer and you could tell what class it was, what purpose it could have had, and stuff like that. But that ship is on this round mass.
All right, let's keep getting close to this round mass. Let's see how, first of all, how it's attached to it. If we can get a little bit closer, we might be able to see if there's anything we can do.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I'm getting I have very bad feelings about this, but I will trust you, no matter what your choice is.
Yeah, I know. I don't think any of us are feeling great about it, but you got to admit there's a part of you that wants to see it. There's a part of you that wants to see exactly what this is, right?
I understand that perfectly, but being worried about what can happen is it's hard.
Well, always. But part of that, Brian, I think you're echoing again, dude, or someone is.
All right, so I'm going to start navigating the ship over there.
All right, no problem. As you get closer, it seems that this is a class of vessel similar to yours, except a bit smaller. The Alliance uses this type of ship for emergency use, for emergency escapage.
All right, that's kind of what I was thinking, Captain. That looks like an escape pod class, based off of the larger vessel. Is there anywhere that I could dock to it? Can we actually dock up to it, or are we going to have to leave in suits to go check it out?
You would have to leave in suits to go check it out. You would have to fly completely by wire, completely by readings alone, because there is no light that is hitting this object. That's your conclusion, based on your Newtonian physics.
Pretty fucking good. Yeah, Newtonian physics. I'm pretty fucking good.
I know. I'm saying you would... you know that in order for something to be seen, it has to have light reflected off of it. Yeah. And for this entire inside of this electrical storm to have nothing show up is a little odd.
Do we have any type of spotlight that we could create?
You have a lot of external lights, but the external lights would only, as far as ship goes, not very helpful.
Well, I was wondering if we could land on it. If I could park really close to it so that they have a shorter distance to go, because we all know I'm not going out there in a suit.
You also notice as you're approaching, your sensors are picking up little towers all over. Well, not all over, but every 500 yards to 1,000 yards or so.
Towers?
Little small, at least you think, small metallic rods, cylindrical objects on this surface.
All right, boss, what do you want me to do? Because I want to be here quick. I want to get out quick. So do you want me to land or do you want me to hover?
now that we're much closer to that, what we can assume is some type of escape pod. Obviously, we don't know, but I mean, sensors given us anything at all?
Of as far as what?
Life. Sorry.
Yes, actually, a few blips pop in and out.
All right.
1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 5, 50.
Because it
Maybe.
sucks, though.
It doesn't know. There's
This-
there's so much interference going on that you
Right.
can't distinguish how many life forms are on this.
How are we gonna bring him back? You know, that's the thing. You got the suits to go to them, but they're not gonna all have suits to come back. What if we try and secure like a freighter container and get them all in it? It's a short journey. You know, they'll only be exposed for maybe 30 seconds to get between this ship and that ship. I mean, that's a thought. Or we just have one at a time and take a suit with us. But I really don't want to be here that long.
Can we tell them? We got anything that might be able to that we
Yeah,
could secure?
you haven't tried
Okay.
communicating or anything. Oh, tether. Sorry.
Tether, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said tell them something.
No.
Then we can try and talk to him.
I was just making the assumption it wouldn't work, but yeah, you know
Short
what?
range. Short range radio on the surface, right next to him.
You're pretty close now. You're probably only 1.5 miles, 2 miles away from the object. You're going there at a crawl.
Right, I'll open up a hail on it. This is Captain Henry Thomas of the Blue Gill, responding to Alliance distress signal, whatever that may have been out there. Looks like you guys might be in some trouble there. Everything all right?
Yes. No, sorry. This is automated response. That's all it says.
Well, that's a shitty automated response.
Yes,
Might-
is all
might
it
have
says.
exists.
Automated response.
Automated response, not activated. It seems that you're not getting a response per se as much as you are intercepting what's playing in their ship. Please set automated response.
This is looking
I
even worse and
configure it?
worse.
Is it like a voicemail thing? Can I try and configure it?
A little bit. You'd have to be a little bit closer, more so on the ship to configure it.
Okay. I was gonna try and remotely configure it, hack in basically.
Could we possibly extend something to get sort of some kind of connection to the ship so that we may be able to hear something from inside the ship? Apart from actually radio contact, more sort of plunks or anything from the ships.
We could throw him a can and wire. What do you think?
You don't know. You could try something if you want.
I'm thinking one of the best things is just getting over there and finding out for ourselves what's going on. There's clearly something, and there is some life being picked up there. Whether they're unconscious, whether how much longer, I don't want to be waiting around here too long trying to come up with communication systems and ideas. I'm thinking that action might be prudent right now. See what we can do. Let's see if we can't secure before going into that ship. Let's see if we just can't secure a tether and pull it away from this thing.
Okay. You want to try and tow the ship away from the planet?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Worth a try.
All right.
I'll put the ship in position. Can we harpoon it?
Your tether is about 100 meters long. So you have to get relatively close.
Yeah.
To it.
Is it
You can
an
attempt to.
automated? Is it an
It's a
automated
magnetic tether.
Okay,
Like
all right.
you
Okay.
you set the designation, and it will try to snake its way over there. And magnetically clamp onto it.
All right. Let's, Devitt, if you can get us into position here,
Yeah.
I'll don on a suit, and let me get a tether on. Let me get a some type of securing cable on myself in case something.
What are you going out for?
What's that?
What are you going out for?
Fire that thing and secure it. Make sure that it.
Oh, you can set it from the ship if you want.
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was something we had to fire. Oh, God, yeah, then. Let's find it out. Very good. Good enough, then.
Okay.
I'll take that as a thank you for saving my life, Devin. All right, yeah. All right,
No problem. You
Person
guys
in position.
enter the commands, and the little tether goes out there. And you're about 95 meters from the ship and about 115 to 120 meters away from the planet's or the planetoid surface as it grasps on, and you try to lure it away, but it seems that there are docking clamps holding the ship down, and this tether is not going to be enough.
All right. Well, at least we're attached to it now,
Yes, you are attached to it.
so that's good. All right,
That's
boss. Now you get to go out.
Yeah. Well, thank God for that, right?
I mean, you were so eager before. What's changed? I don't understand.
Well, can we tell from what's docking it? Does it look like it's specifically docking with this thing, or this thing is docking? Like, could they release it?
Who's the big spoon?
It
is the
looks
question. Who's
like the ship
telling
is
who?
docking, like has its magnetic clamps, because as your sensors reading will put out, this planetoid surface has a highly magnetic or metalloid surface.
All right. None of us have seen anything like this before.
No, none of you.
No.
Fantastic. All right. Well, who wants to go for a walk?
Can I go grab a beer?
Permission granted.
Beer back.
All right. Well, wait a minute then.
So what you're saying about the planetoid would be that the planetoid is holding on to the ship and not the other way around.
No, the ship is holding on to the planetoid. Because the ship enabled its magnetic clamps at its docking feet to hold on. And
Okay.
also, it seems that there is an electrical impulse incoming based on your sensor readings in the next 10 minutes. But we will wait and oh, there he is. Fantastic.
It was only real quick.
Yeah, oh, that's good, man.
All right.
So, are you setting the ship down? What's going on?
Yeah, let's try and get as close as we can, and we've got the tether over there. I figured we could take the tether over.
Do you want me to stay tethered to it, and then somebody kind of scales down the tether, and then unhooks the attachments, and then comes back with the ship?
Trying to reverse the magnetic clamps. I don't know if we've got anything that could do that from outside the ship.
Oh, you're thinking we have to go inside this planetoid?
No. I'm thinking we may have to go inside the ship, not the
Oh,
planetoid.
and then release it. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm not sure we'd have the technology. I don't know. Maybe that's a Scott question. If we've got any way to release these docking clamps from outside the ship, or are we gonna have to get in there?
It really depends on the type of ship it is.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you
want
guys
to
don't
take it-
know
take
the
it-
Alliance ship's mechanics, schematics enough to know if there's a manual override on each of the docking feet or not. So, yeah.
Could Scott? Do you think the power of that ship's engine and our ship's engine could break those locking clamps if there isn't a manual override?
I would have to make sure their engines are working, but in theory, yes.
So we could try the aggressive breakaway approach. Keep the
Yeah, so I'll go over there with the captain.
I'll keep a look on the engines over here.
I'm gonna sit here on my
Right.
comfy chair.
I hope I don't screw it up.
Great.
I'm pretty confident I'll be able to keep the engines working pretty well.
All right.
Got all
You
the
see
confidence in the world.
smoke? You see smoke or red lights? You come let me know, and I'll radio over there to Scott. Okay? Don't do anything yourself, because seriously, let's not die.
We have we got a pair of like walkie-talkie type things, little handheld.
Yeah,
communication.
absolutely you can.
All
Oh,
right.
by the way, Devitt, I told the rest of the group this, but there is a electrical impulse incoming in about 8 minutes now.
Oh, fantastic! That's fantastic news. Thank you. Okay.
So we're gonna have
better
to
get
go
working
pretty
on-
quick.
All right.
Let's,
Let's,
start moving.
does the ship require me to continue sitting
No,
here? Or okay,
it does
All
not.
right. Well, I'll stay close by, but I'm gonna come help assist them in getting suited up and out the ship and stuff.
You're not suiting up?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've got to be able to fly us away, and they can grab the tension cable, and I can take them a safe distance. So, no, I don't know, Captain. What do you want? Do you want me to come over? Or do
I'm
you
just
want me to
saying
stay?
suiting up in general.
Why would I suit up if I'm going to fly this ship?
I don't know.
All right, Captain. What do you want me to do?
Well,
There's a mysterious voice telling me I should probably be wearing a suit for this. And
I didn't say you should. I just said I was
understand.
wondering.
yeah, that's really up to. Oh, I guess it's not up to you. Yeah, why don't you stay with the ship right now? Why don't you be ready to jump us away? Just stay in communication, and let's go take a quick look, see what we can find.
Sounds good.
All right.
We got to get onto that ship. We got to release the clamps, and then we'll get to towing.
Okay.
And get out of here pretty quickly.
Are all the external lights on?
Of the ship.
Yes.
Probably not all, but we'd be shining the light at that ship.
And each of
Yeah.
your suits have two little lights on either side of your head that you can activate as well.
Okay.
Alright.
As you
So we're not
exit,
going into darkness.
you've never seen anything like it. Pitch blackness. Even in space, there's light, except they say in black holes. There's no light at all, except the light that's emitting from your ship or from you. All you can see is the 5 feet in front of you at a time as you take this 95 meter tether down to this other ship. As the other ship comes into existence, a slightly smaller vessel, probably 3/4 of the size of your own. And then your magnetic boots clamp on to its hull.
We see a place for an airlock type B. I mean, is there any
Yes.
windows on this thing? Can we...
No windows, but you see an airlock.
Okay.
All right. We'll pound as a knock a few times, and let's get this thing open.
All right. Sir.
Easy to do. You open it up. It seems pristine, like an Alliance ship is. No sign of injuries that you see. You see 6 suit racks. Two of the suit racks are empty. How many of you are going down?
I'm staying behind.
All right.
And so am I.
You have each suit has an external microphone that captures ambient sound and stuff like that, but the airlock's open, so there's no sound at the moment. But you
Is it
close.
lights on in here?
Yeah, lights are dim, like the power's running out. You close the airlock behind you, and everything gets pressurized. Your atmospheric stats are on your suit. Our little reading right here. Are reading green. Everything's green right now.
Let's keep this on right now. We're in no maybe taking off right now. I can put on hold a little extra weight. I will make contact. Devitt, we're over. We'll keep in touch.
Sounds good, boss.
And I'm not gonna have my gun drawn, but I'm gonna keep a hand there, and make our way out of this airlock here. Trying to be, looking rescue-y. Not trying to look menacing or anything. I guess we're in 2 spacesuits here, but what do we see inside the ship itself?
Type of ship, you're in the normal emergency airlock with spacesuits. 2 of them were gone. 4 of them remain. Very pristine green running lights. Green, blue, and red. The green runs to the CC command center, the bridge of the ship. But there's signs of no sign of struggle, really. Nothing so far. Just an ordinary, pristine Alliance ship.
Calling out, hello, anyone?
You just hear your voice echo around the corridors.
All right. Scott, you want to make your way to the engines there, see what we can find?
Yeah, Red will take you to the engine room. Where are you going to?
I'm going to follow with him.
Okay.
Better stay together than be separated.
Yeah, absolutely.
You make your way to the engine room. A very quick distance. The engines are completely shot. It looks like, obviously, the ship made it there intact, but sitting through these intense storms that the engines are completely shot now. Of course, they are completely separate, a different type than your own.
These engines are too far gone for even me to fix.
Can we
Well, you could fix them. It'd just be take them a while.
It would take a while.
Yeah.
Can we disengage the clamps?
Not. You have to go to the CC to do that.
Okay. Let's go to CC and check that then.
It's still dead silent in this ship. We're not hearing.
Still dead silence.
All right,
Are you going?
Report that back. That engines are fried. No real luck there. We're gonna head out to command center there and see what we can't. See if we can't release these clamps.
All right. You have about Devitt. There's 3 minutes until there's an impulse. The electrical storm sends out an impulse. It looks like. You just know if you're inside a ship or a structure of some type, you should be relatively safe. But if you're outside during that time, it's very bad news.
All right, I give constant updates from here forward, saying 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, prepare for impact is kind of what I'm doing and letting them know. So I let them know about 3 minutes.
Am I also hearing when JP sends those messages to the ship?
Yes, everyone's hearing it. It's on public broadcast.
Okay. Could I use my blind as a bat keen ears to see if I can hear anything that they can't? While he's
are you inside the ship?
No, but I'm in our own ship.
Actually, you hear a consistent beeping.
When he's transmitting, I should be able to hear something. Maybe.
Yes. It's actually on always open, always on right now. You can actually hear beeping through the comms where no one else seems to hear it. Just to say, just like a, it's
I
very.
wasn't sure if that was my computer or not.
No. It's in the game. You hear.
Good, I'm not worried then.
Torgny, you hear consistent beeps that no one else seems to hear as they approach the CC. It sounds just like a message system.
Sort of like Morse code or something?
No, not no rhythmic, no irregular beats or no pattern. It's just a solid beat every now and then.
Could I tell David to tell him that there's some kind of sound going on in the ship? This beeping
You
going
can
on?
actually say whatever you want because it's an open system.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad. Captain, I can hear some kind of beeping going on. Not entirely sure where it's coming from, but I can hear it on the comms.
All right, coming from their ship there. Yeah, we don't hear anything. We heard that voice before when we tried to communicate with the ship. We heard that automated message not in service or whatever it was.
Automated message not in service.
Are we
hear it
hearing
again.
that now?
Yes, you are. It seems to go off at an interval of 10 to 15 minutes or so.
Are the beeps 10 to 15 minutes apart?
No, the beeps are like once every 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
All right, yeah,
You actually make to the CIC and you hear the beep itself, and there's a red light flashing on some device that looks like an Alliance recorder of some type.
It's little laser button there or something that
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, let's hit that up.
All right, is everyone sound up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Sergeant I don't know if anyone will hear this, but, well, fuck it. We got stuck in some electrical storm, and our sensors indicated a mass. Our engines on our cruiser were hit, and a massive hull breach from an unseen mass supposedly happened. We ran the alarm and evacuated everybody we could. And if you're hearing this, well, either I got out and this is in an Alliance archive under some classified but not classified bullshit, or you've also come to this place and have stumbled upon this tape. One way or another.
Sir, it's time. We're about to hit this.
This is Sergeant and it just repeats.
Oh, man. Production value.
Look at that.
What? All right. Let's go ahead and give a polite shout out to Matt's girlfriend right there.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Very awesome.
All right. We'll actually stop right here for 10 minutes.
All right.
And then we'll resume broadcast.
All right. Doing a 10-minute breaker?
10-minute breaker.
All right.